You know what I love talking about? Interest rates. Just kidding. It sucks, especially now. Interest rates right now are at about 7%. And so I have a lot of clients who are wondering whether or not they should just duck out of the purchasing pool right now and wait until rates come down. So it really got me thinking. I mean, obviously my job is to sell houses, so I don't want to tell people to wait, but my ethics and morals say I should probably do the research to find out whether or not it really is smart for people to drop out of the market. So I ran the numbers. I took a scenario with a $500,000 purchase price today at a 7% interest rate. And I assumed, kind of worst case scenario, that it would take 3 years before rates would come down to 5%. And then I also looked at, over the 3 years, what that $500,000 purchase today is likely to be valued at 3 years from now. So here's how those numbers played out. If you buy a house at $500,000 today at a 7% interest rate, and 3 years from now, you go to refinance at a 5% interest rate, over that 3-year period that you're paying 2% higher in your interest rate, you're really throwing away about $24,000. That's the delta on the 7% versus 5% interest over 3 years. $24,000 is a lot of money. Over that same 3-year period, if we look at appreciation, our housing appreciation in the western suburbs on average over the last decade has been 7.4% per year. That's a little high, of course, but that's what it's been. So if we think that we're going to have average appreciation over the next 3 years, that $500,000 purchase you make today is actually going to be worth $619,000 in 3 years. So when you look at the extra $24,000 that you're throwing away between now buying at 7% and 3 years from now when you can refi at 5%, it's kind of a no-brainer. I reran it also, just worst case scenario. Let's say that we have the worst appreciation over the next 3 years every year that we've had in the last decade. In the last decade, the worst appreciation we had was 4.1% per year. If we take your $500,000 purchase and assume only a 4.1% appreciation rate year over year until year 3 when you refi, the house is still going to be worth $564,000. So again, that $24,000 in extra kind of throwaway interest that you pay today versus waiting to buy, you're still coming up really far ahead.